Parts of Bele-dweyne have been completely flooded. Hundreds of thousands of residents have fled to higher ground. Well, the government is now appealing to the international community for humanitarian assistance. CGTN's Abdulaziz Billow reports from Mogadishu.
Marian Mahmoud is building a makeshift structure on the outskirts of Bele-dweyne. She is among thousands who have fled flooding in one of the biggest towns in central Somalia. Bele River has broken its banks, overflowing into the city. Water levels have risen due to heavy rains experienced in most parts of the country. Homes, local government headquarters, schools, hospitals and business centers have been closed. Locals have been forced to move to higher grounds for their own safety. Residents say they are in desperate need of clean water, food, temporary latrines and shelter.
I moved here with my family due to the floods. We were unable to salvage our properties. Most of it was submerged due to the flooding inside the city. We are now living in makeshift structures and we don't have access to clean water or toilets.
Bele River has broken its banks and water flooded Bele-dweyne city. We are now displaced in this camp known as El Jale. Most of my neighbors also fled to this place. Living in the city became impossible.
Local authorities say 4 children have lost their lives since the flooding began last week.
3 neighborhoods have been hit the worst by the floods. Up to 55,000 people have fled from the city, and we expect the number to rise. The Bele River originates from Ethiopia, and we have received reports that water level has risen and is flowing our way. We anticipate more internally displaced persons, and we call for immediate assistance to alleviate the suffering of these vulnerable families.
The government has appointed a ministerial committee to coordinate relief efforts in the region, after coming under sharp criticism for failing to tackle recurrent flooding in that part of the country.
The committee will work with local administrations in flood-affected regions. My administration's priority in the next few days will be to coordinate relief efforts in these areas. I appeal to the international community to channel all humanitarian support towards those affected.
Floods have hit the central Somali town of Bele-dweyne for the second time in less than 2 years. Aid agencies estimate that more than 140,000 people, including 70,000 children, have been forced to flee rising floodwaters in the region, with that number expected to rise to 300,000 in the coming days. Abdulaziz, Billow, CGTN, Mogadishu, Somalia.